up, guys? It's your boy Josh Showtime. This is Showtime's Fight Phone. We talk all things fights, and we got my man 100 grand, Josh Vaez, on the track. Hey, once again, I always gotta apologize for a long layoff. It's 9 times out of 10 my fault. Once again, it is my fault. I've been sick for 3 weeks. I have been feeling like crap. I even got my baby sick. All right, it was bad, but I feel much better now. I'm not coughing as much, and I'm ready to talk some fights. Granted, it's been a little dry as far as the boxing and MMA thing go, but we're heating right back up, and I'm feeling better right in time for honestly the best fight we can ask for to end an amazing year of boxing, which is Usyk and Fury 2. I mean, how pumped are we for this fight, man? How we feeling?
I'm feeling great. I think that it's a fight that deserves a rematch, right? We always hear, hey, this fight should have a rematch, and most times it doesn't. It's just a fan base speaking more louder than the other, and you know how sports debates get. So this one here, I feel like deserved a rematch. There was a legitimate case for a Tyson Fury W here, and we know what Usyk was able to accomplish towards the end of that fight. So I'm excited to see it. I've heard some crazy training techniques that Tyson Fury has been doing this training camp. So hoping to see a different outcome, but overall super excited. This fight right here is going to be just as good as the first, if not better.
I mean, like you already said, I mean, it's a well-deserved rematch. You had two guys who were undefeated, scrapping. And, I mean, you can argue that Fury got a little too confident and thought that he could take his power a little too much. And then he got clipped, and then the fight completely turned around. And also, you still have the theories of, is Fury actually washed? Because we got to remember the Francis Ngannou fight. He is, 37 years old or whatever. And then also I was hearing that he had some personal family issues that was happening during that time too. So I mean, there's a lot to these stories, but the most important, in my opinion, is the fact that we had our first undisputed champion since Lennox Lewis, which was 20 years ago, and we had two undefeated. There was no dispute on who, I mean, of these being the top two heavyweights in the world. Sometimes you obviously can have, well, such and such is coming up. They might actually be. No, we knew for a fact Tyson Fury, OLEKSANDR USYK, we knew these were the two best heavyweights, not of just right now, but of this generation. So this was a mega fight that lived up to the hype that you could argue was the fight of the year. You can very well debate this is one of the best fights that happened this year. And now you're getting part two, round 13 this week. I mean, it's not. I mean, you can't ask for more in boxing. And shout out to Usyk for taking, even though I know it was in the clause or whatever, but still, with the way the world go, you can retire, get out the clause, and then fight again. So the fact that he was like, nah, let's do it. And then Fury for also doing a quick turnaround. We just saw this fight 5 months ago, and now we're seeing it again. I mean, we have to give these guys a shout out. I'm super excited for it. I will say, the trailer I thought was fire for this, and I wish honestly they need to start doing this more. Dig into your WWE bag. I'm with the trailers that are super, super eccentric and crazy and weird. I like that. That gets me hyped. But I've noticed that the build-up and the hype and the talking around this fight has actually been pretty tame this time around.
Yeah, I think so too, because first of all, great point in the beginning, because that you said there, how closely we're getting this rematch, right? They are a rematch. We're still waiting on the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia rematch, and I think they fought before Usyk and Fury.
They did.
So the fact that we're getting two mega fights like this, and it's the same fight,
and the count in 1 year, in literally the same year.
In 1 year, and even we'll take it even a step further. Like I said, within a 6-month period, to your point and to your credit, we gotta give credit to Tyson Fury's team, Alexander Usyk's team, because there could have been a lot of ducking around here, and there wasn't. They went right back to it. Hey, I think I won. Hey, I think I won. Okay, let's sign the contract. And
let's just do it again.
Yeah,
let's just do it again.
We gotta love that. So, great point there. But to your other point about this being, as far as a promotional, mega fight, pre-fight, yeah, I mean, not as much. You know why? Because Usyk was never really that much of a talker anyways, right? Yeah, he's a chapper, maybe, but it's not like he, is polarizing in the media, right?
No, absolutely not.
He does have personality. Now, let's not get that
He
twisted.
does.
He does have a
He's
lot
actually
of
funny.
personality, so let's not get that twisted. But I think I think even a Floyd Mayweather would have a run for his money in a Tyson Fury like fight, right? As far as media promotion is concerned.
Yeah.
So I feel like with this one, with Tyson being the loser and Usyk being a winner and not, let's just say it, he's not speaking English so clearly that everyone understands him, American culture, so to speak, right? I think that's a lot of the reason why this fight low key went under the radar, even though it's like, oh my gosh, this fight is really happening again within 6 months. Because I think Tyson Fury losing humbled him, but also burnt a fire, like lit a fire in this training camp to where he's like, I will do what I need to do to keep my fight, my name going where it needs to be, right? Keep it in the limelight, but I'm not going to go over the top right now because I lost. So
Yeah.
why am I going to be the one talking? Hey, Usyk, you loser, blah 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 blah.
You
I
Dasa. You
lost,
Dasa.
and and you knocked me down, and some people think that I should have been counted out. So I think that has a lot to do with what's going
I
on
was
here.
getting ready to mention that too. It's one thing that he lost because obviously he did lose. The other big thing is that you can very well argue that the fight could have been stopped. As bad as he was hurt, we've never seen him hurt like that before. We've seen him almost die fighting Wilder, and I would still say that when Usyk hurt him was 10 times worse because he was out on his feet and he was eating so many clean punches that I've seen referees stop fights for less. 100% of the times. So the fact that he was against it, and the only thing that held him up was the ropes. And, for him to get hurt that bad by a guy who's virtually 50 pounds lighter, probably maybe even 60 pounds lighter, and that's not known for power. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. Like, it's not like it's Deontay Wilder who's known to have knockout power. No, Usyk isn't known to be a power puncher. He can knock you out. Don't get it twisted, obviously. But that's not really his thing. So for you to do that, it's like, oh shoot, what's going on? And I feel like that has kind of humbled him, like you said, to the point where I can talk trash for sure because it still was a close fight. And we also can't ignore the fact that Usyk was hurt in this fight as well. Like the first half of the fight, Usyk was struggling. And like I said before, I felt like I felt like Tyson was playing with his food a little bit. Felt like he was hurting him. He was really getting in the groove. And he started playing around, started goofing off, started kind of diverting, I'm going to say from the game plan, but not staying 100% focused on what he needed to do. I think he thought it was just a typical fight where, I got this in the bag, I got him figured out, his power ain't really that, it's whatever. And Usyk started heating up, and by the time the momentum shift, when you're fighting an all-time great like Usyk and the momentum shift, brother, you're not going to get that back. Like, so you can't just out here, dilly-dally and say, yeah, I'm going to play with them. No. If you hurt him, you need to be aggressive. Stay on him. Keep going to the body. We know that's one of Usyk's weakness. Keep laying on him. Get him tired. Like, do what you need to do. Make it dirty. But playing with them a little bit, that's going to resort to you losing again. So, obviously, like I said, that's what happened in the last fight. But now this is a new fight. So, my thing to you is, what do you think both fighters need to do to come out victorious? And one, they see Usyk get his first L, or for Tyson to get 2 L's to the same man?
Yeah, absolutely. I think me personally, there's only one way for Tyson Fury to win. He has to come forward the entire fight. I'm not saying knockout. I'm not going to say that he doesn't have to knock out Usyk. We're not casuals. He just has to come forward. You said it best. He was playing with his food, and that's what Usyk utilized to get back in the fight and ultimately winning the fight. So Tyson Fury, his keys to victory are just going forward. No matter if you're bobbing and weaving or you're coming forward and you're punching, you have to come forward. And it has to be for all 12 rounds. Usyk, he just has to survive that and fight fire with fire and utilize his boxing skills to dance around Tyson Fury's forward pressure And I know Tyson Fury is the slick boxer even for a heavyweight as well, but we're also looking at him doing that last fight and not coming up victorious, even though he bagged what 6 to 7 rounds in a lot of people's opinions,
Yeah.
and a lot of people felt that way about Usyk as well, as if he got away or nah, he didn't. Tyson Fury did not bank that many rounds, but he could have. So I think this time around, he just needs to come forward, 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 and Usyk just needs to say, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna dance around and see what happens."
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page with you with that. I think Tyson Fury, the number one thing is to just hug him, make it boring, be aggressive. Now, even with being aggressive, it's basically what Tyson Fury likes to do: 1-2 hug, 2-3 hug, 1-2 hug. Like that's in reality what you have to do. Wear on him, but hit him in the body. Obviously, tie him up. Go for body shots while you're tying him up. Make it ugly, make it dirty, and honestly, get the crowd a little restless. Like you said before, he can very well win a decision. Like the fight was close. We can't sit here and act like it's he has to knock him out. This that. No, he doesn't. It's Tyson Fury. He can outbox anybody in the world. He can outbox Usyk. But in the meaning of that, you cannot let this dude gain steam again. Because one thing I saw in this fight was that Usyk was throwing bombs towards the middle to late. I don't know if it was the fact he was just going desperation or he was just seeing him leaving his chin open. I don't know what it necessarily was, but Usyk was throwing hammers. You cannot allow him to get off like that. And if you feel like he's starting to, that's when you hug. Get him frustrated. That's what you have to do. Because I think one advantage that Tyson Fury had over most of the boxers that he had fought in heavyweight was that he had better feet and he was quicker. He had better hand speed and he was quicker. He doesn't have those advantages when he fights Usyk. His feet are not better. Is his hand speed better? I don't really think so. I mean, he has the reach advantage over him for sure. But when it comes to actual footwork, Usyk's probably the more technically better guy. Head movement, yeah, it works on slower guys, but you're fighting Usyk now. So you can try to do the bob and weave, head movement, this, that, and a third, but you're fighting a guy who fought at cruiserweight and who's used to guys who's way faster, way quicker, and he's hit those guys. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Tyson's going to have to not be as defensive like you were saying and has to be offensive, but be smart offensively. So I think that that's the key with that. Now, Usyk, it's pretty simple, man. Like, throw those hammers. Throw him. Get that respect back. Because here's the thing, man. He will, one, we know that if you hurt Tyson once, you can hurt him again. All right? That's one thing we do know. You have the power. You have confidence in your power now. So you know if I hit him right, he'll go down. Have confidence in that. Use your legs. But if you find this man overcommitting or if he's getting tired, because I felt like he was Tyson was wearing down a little bit, and it might have been because he got dropped. I would just continue to try to wear on that gas tank, use my legs, make him come to me, keep trying to come to me. But towards the mid to late rounds, that's when I'm going to once again start being more aggressive when Tyson is going to be tired. He's, like I said, he's a little older now, so I don't think your gas tank is going to get better the older you get. I'm just going to keep on wearing on you with my jab, and then I'm going to get in tight, and I'm going to just keep throwing bombs at you, and eventually they're going to land. They will land. And then I'm going to try to get Tyson Fury out the paint. Because realistically, it's possible. It's possible. Now, I don't think you can KO this man because I've already said you can't KO crackheads. But I think you can get a TKO referee stoppage if you drop him enough times. And Usyk is the man to do it. And it's very possible. And it's on the table for sure.
It's 100% on the table because it already almost happened, right? Like it literally almost happened. And I will say humbly and respectfully to Tyson Fury's skill set, I think that it wasn't a lucky punch. It wasn't this was like Usyk knew what he was doing. He caught him, and he kept coming forward. Kudos to Tyson for standing up with standing all of that Usyk storm. But like I said, this already almost happened. So your point there of him getting him out of there is very logical. Like it doesn't seem like so far-fetched. Like, yeah, that definitely.
And here's the thing, too. Fury can also get him out the paint. This is why This is why both these. That's why this fight is so polarizing and so fun. It's not like this one of those rematches where the guy got dominated and got whooped on, and it's like, we signed a contract, so we have like an Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Like that fight was terrible, but there was an automatic rematch, and nobody wanted to see that fight because we saw how bad that. This ain't that. This is the exact opposite. It's one of those. It was close. Yeah, Usyk won, but Tyson Fury had his chances. It came down to the last round. I don't know, man. I want to see this fight again, and we're getting it. And it's the same thing for the Better Biev and Bivol fight that we're gonna get in a few months. Super close fight, very debatable, and we're getting it. Like, and nothing is better about any competition in any sport than seeing two guys, two females who are the absolute best in contested back and forth matchups. And to see that, I mean, legit. That's what, as a fan, brother. That's literally time. It's a 10 out of 10. So I'm hoping that we get another competitive fight. Now, this is the time where we have to break down and we say how we see this fight going. Josh, what is gonna happen December 21st?
You know,
This
I'm
is a
gonna.
50-50, man.
It is. I'm gonna do something I normally don't do, which is go against my boy, and I'm gonna say Usyk by TKO 11th round.
TKO. Hey, listen. If he does it, will I be surprised? No, but at the same time, yes. That's a bold
Hey,
prediction.
hey,
How
like I
how
said,
do
if
you
I'm
see
gonna,
the
if
fight
I'm
playing
gonna,
before that?
pardon. Oh, I mean, I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. I think it's going to be very much similar to same. I think Tyson Fury is definitely going to come out with a lot more, no pun intended, fury, and go right at Usyk. I really think he's going to do that. I wasn't just saying that just because I really think he's going to do that, but I just think that that mentality may catch up to him in those later rounds, and Usyk, we saw, has power in later rounds, and I think this time a round he's not going to let him see the next round and lights out for Tyson Fury.
Hey, I like the prediction. I'm actually gonna go against you, my homeboy, and I'm going to say that Tyson Fury will get his belts back, and we will see a trilogy. And I'm honestly hoping we get a trilogy because I don't really know how longer Tyson's gonna be fighting, but or at least at this level, I think that he's gonna be the type of person that crashes and burns. Like once he's done, he is literally just gonna be a chinny guy that gets knocked out by everybody. But I think that this is going to be a fight that he has. One, he knows his career is on the line. His reputation is on the line. His legacy is on the line. He literally said he ain't seen his wife in 3 months. I believe the fact, I genuinely believe that this is the most prepared Tyson Fury we will ever see again. If he's not going to win this fight, he's on the steep decline. Not a decline, a steep decline. And I just think a fully prepared, fully motivated Tyson Fury, I'm not gonna say he's unbeatable, but I just think that you really have to be like a top 10 heavyweight all time to be able to beat a fully motivated, fully functional, like healthy Tyson Fury. And I think that that's what we're going to see this week because at the end of the day, he's experienced something he's never experienced as a professional, which is a loss. He's embarrassed. There's no way he doesn't come prepared and focused, unless, like I said, he's on a steep hill. So I'm gonna go Tyson Fury, and I actually have a TKO finish as well. I'm not gonna get a specific round because I'm not that ballsy, but it for sure is gonna be in the later half. I would want to say around 9 through 11. I don't think it's gonna be 12th round. I think once again, I think that he's gonna wear on him. I think Usyk will get tired, will get worn out. And I think that the adjustments that Tyson makes, because he is a smart boxer, as foolish as he seems, he's one of the most intelligent boxers in boxing. And I do think that he will work that body more, just like he was doing in the last fight. And once again, those body shots were working because Usyk just has a, I don't know what it is, but he just he just doesn't like body shots. He shows it every single time, and I do believe that he will get his finish from either a body shot or he drops him with the body shot and then he finishes him off with a hook or a K with the hook and then gets a KO. But I'm gonna go Tyson Fury by knockout.
Hey, like I said, it hurt me to go against my boy. I didn't. I'm gonna try something new. And
I mean, you picked the man that won the last fight, so it's not like it's like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
blasphemy.
I know, but I'm loyal to my guys. But Tyson Fury has a real uphill battle right now.
For sure.
I think that Usyk, this, regardless of whether you saw it for Fury or Usyk, like Usyk showed he's a heavyweight too, and he can fight. So we'll see what happens.
And he shows that he's the all-time great. Simple and plain. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what he showed. But that is our prediction. We want to hear what you guys think. Who do you have winning and why? And I mean, also like why? Like who does not want a trilogy? I want a trilogy. That's honestly the biggest reason why I want Tyson to win. I want three of these things. All right, that's what all the legacy fights are. They have great trilogies, so we'll see. I mean, Muhammad Ali lost multiple times. What did he do? He got his dubs back. That's what all-time greats. I don't care about you losing. Me and Josh, we talk about this every single time we're on. Losses mean nothing. If Usyk loses, who cares? He's still an all-time great. Tyson Fury is still an all-time great. Every all-time great except for Floyd has losses. It means nothing. I care about how do you look after you lose. That's what I care about. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we want to hear what you guys think. Follow us on social media at Josh's Fight Forum. Also, comment, subscribe, and like on our social medias and also our YouTube page. We appreciate it. Definitely comment for sure. And you can follow us on social media per usual. But thank you guys for watching. As always, Josh, you have anything to say before we exit out?
Yeah, just make sure you got your popcorn ready. It's gonna be a heck of a fight
It's gonna
weekend.
be a hell of a fight, man. I'm super excited, man. But thank you guys. Make sure y'all stay blessed.